There's a lot of cool stuff going on over here. I am at our SPEC MIX XP500 booth right now, and we're doing some live demos. I'm over here with the Fond du Lac Natural Stone Veneer Group. They're really helping us out at this XP500 booth. We've got a huge demo that's going on. They're over here setting some ledge stone that we're going to get into the details on in just a moment. But if you take a look at this, it's blue. Now we got some couple of different systems going on to make this work and make this magic happen. But before we get to the detailed components, I want to bring Brett and Joe, Fond du Lac Natural Stone Veneers. Appreciate you guys being here. You are the national sales and marketing team. Correct. Now, you've got all the ins and outs here, and you're going to walk us through some of these nuances to show what it takes to properly install this type of stone paneling system. Brett, thanks for being here. What do you got for me?
You bet. Well, today we're doing natural stone veneers, Virginia ledge stone panels, okay? We've had Virginia ledge stone for years, and one of the bigger complaints was it took a long time because it was individual pieces. So what we've done now to be a little more innovative is we put a mesh on the back where it'll actually cover 1 square foot. Now these guys can make a lot more time. It's actually about, once you've got your wall prepped and ready to go, about 4 times faster laying it in a panel.
I gotta stop you there. You're telling me 4 times faster. I mean, that's not a small jump.
No.
You're talking leaps and bounds. If someone's able to do 100 square foot in a day, now they're going to 400 square foot in a day, that is pretty amazing. But I wanna show this one little piece. So, Brett, is this right? This is something historically that they would be installing one at a time?
Correct. Correct. When you're installing it like that, you're getting 30 to 40 square feet per day, 8-10-hour day. Now we're bundling these all together, so you put one piece up and you've covered 1 square foot. It increases the speed dramatically.
Well, you guys have done your homework. You've found that this mesh system will keep it together, increasing the efficiency, like you said, 4-fold, and also do a better quality job?
For sure. One thing nice about on this mesh, once it's laid, you can actually move it. Some of the other panel systems out there are rigid. All the pieces are glued together and they're tight. You make that little move and it's off. It's going to be off the rest of the wall. By doing with a mesh, we can move these pieces on the wall after it's laid, allowing you to keep a straight line the whole way up the wall.
Well, make a believer of me. Now, Joe, you've been over here. You've been doing all the hard work. National salesman over here, Brett. He's taking it easy. He's nice and clean.
Sure.
You've been getting dirty today. Looks like you're a little heated up here in the Las Vegas weather.
I don't do this every day. My thighs are a little bit like logs right now, getting up off the ground, so I won't lie to you about that. But, you know, tomorrow will be an easy day. Once you get up off the ground, you know, you can really start to fly with these panels.
Well, this is a Virginia ledge stone panel.
Correct.
And you're going to show us how that efficiency works. You're using this with SPEC MIX XP500, which is a thin veneer adhesion mortar.
Yes.
Is there some reason you use this versus a regular mortar?
For sure. We've been recommending a mortar that meets this type of quality, the ANSI code, just because it's a dry stack installation. So there's no mortar joint protection from rain and things like that. So the air barrier system helps with that. But then this type of mortar, you're not going to tear it off the wall. If you're going over cement board, the cement board's coming off too. We know how strong it is.
Yes, we do. And I got to say, this mortar, the SPEC MIX XP500 thin veneer adhesion mortar, it is a super glue of mortars. You've seen thin set mortars in tile industries before. This is for masonry, internal, external. It is the answer for a lot of different situations, this being one of them, setting ledge stone. We're actually installing this over Homan & Bernard's Enviro Barrier, which is their air and water barrier system. We're sticking that XP500 right to the back of the unit. Joe's going to show us how it actually installs.
Like buttering 100% of the back of the stone. And like Brett said, this type of system with the panels, you just can really make up some time. So that's what it's all about.
You got a full butter on the back of that. I'm going to get out of your way and let you actually get that adhered into place. Let's zoom in on this. This is 1 square foot at a time, Brett. Is that right? Okay. That's how you make money. Chop. That's fantastic. Now he's able to manipulate each individual one. He's going to put some compression on each individual one, and he's going to get them lined up just perfect. But he's still being super fast, and the quality's there. He's got all the components that he needs for a successful system. Now, there's one more thing, Joe, I want to hit on. Yes. This panel system, normally, you've got to clean up and face the edges. You guys have come up with a solution for that to keep that efficiency high. What is it?
What do you mean face the edges?
How did they turn the corner?
Oh, that way. I got you. So these stack like Lincoln logs on the corners. So if you look at this, the panels come together and overlap each other. So you've got a nice finish edge going all the way up from the bottom of the corner. So it just, you're not seeing any sawed marks or anything like that. It's just natural. And
I've laid a couple of stone in my days, and I used to use a hammer, and I would grab my stone and I would actually try to dress it up, make it look like something. It never looked great. In this case, it's the manufacturer is taking care of it, and you're shipping it out to the customer, ready to go, pre-faced. Right. They can always use something like your king cutter if they wanted to, a couple of taps with the hammer,
right.
Bam.
On the edge over here, a couple of king cutters where we needed some small broken pieces to give you a nice clean edge there. The other thing with this system, you see the little yellow pegs in the wall. You need to shim them once in a while, and that helps. You just come back the next day and pull them out. But yeah, this is a lickety-split system. The king cutter, not so much with this type of wall, but when you're laying other types of stone, that is a great tool to have.
Well, it looks like you guys got it dialed in. You've been demonstrating this to a lot of people. Appreciate, Joe, you being here. Brett, Fond du Lac, Natural Stone Veneers, awesome system. Now, Tom is over here, and he's going to kind of get away from the stone panel system. I'm going to make a toss to Tom because I think he's going to introduce us to a different style event. Now, I'm going to toss it over. Tom, here it comes, buddy.
Hey, good throw.
Oh, fumble.
Sorry, look at that. I already injured my finger, so